Welcome to the free training that you signed up for. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're tuning on this after the fact, we did this live training first at the Dixon Chamber in Dixon, California. If you're tuning in online, you can watch this from anywhere in the world and you can get the same type of information. So let's go ahead and get started. My name's Alex Haynes. I'm one of the owners of A Squared. We're a video production marketing company, and we just started offering training and coaching into social media and marketing. A little bit about me and us. We started a business in 2010 and helped hundreds of businesses create thousands of pieces of content and help make them millions of dollars. We wanted to create a brand new coaching program to teach people everything we know about marketing. So we created something called Get Noticed. And this is one of the free trainings that you will get. This is one of the trainings that you can get. It's called Get Noticed. This is a sample of a training that you might see at Get Noticed. A little bit about me. My name's Alex Haynes. I am one of the owners of A Squared, and I'm the main coach of Get Noticed. And today we're going to talk about understanding Facebook and Instagram algorithms, posting frequency and best practices, leveraging Facebook groups for free reach, our Get Noticed coaching program, a little bit of Q&A, and a free gift. Once again, Facebook and Instagram algorithm, posting and best practices, how to get free reach, our coaching program, Q&A, and free gift. So let's start with the algorithm. To beat the algorithm, you must first know what the algorithm is. So the algorithm pretty much is Facebook and Instagram trying to prioritize content that users will find most interesting and engaging. These algorithms analyze various factors such as interactions, relevance of the content, timeliness to determine what appears in each user's feed. By doing so, it aims to enhance user experience by showcasing content that is most likely to capture their attention and prompt engagement. Overall, everyone is trying to beat the algorithm. By understanding the algorithm, you can get more reach and reach more people because you're doing the things Facebook and Instagram want you to do. If you do things that it doesn't want you to do, you will get dinged and you will reach less people. Key factors in creating influence and beating the algorithm is things like engagement, which are likes, comments, shares, reactions. Relevance, how relevant the content is to the user based on their other interactions. Timeliness, most recent posts are often prioritized. Content type, different content types like videos, photos, and links perform differently. And relationships, content from friends, family, and accounts the users frequently interact with are prioritized. A really quick overview of this is obviously the more engagements, the more likes, comments, and shares you get, it will let Facebook and Instagram know, hey, this content is very popular. We therefore should share it to more people. Relevant content is going to be showed to more people. So this is why a lot of people who jump on trends will pop up more often because it is relevant content based on the fact that other people are making something similar. If you make something super not relevant to what people normally watch, it will not be shown. Timeliness, most recent posts are prioritized. That means if you're not making content on a regular basis, you're not getting seen. Content type. Now, this shouldn't surprise anybody, but if you didn't know, video is the number one performing type of content on both Facebook and Instagram. So if you're looking to figure out what you should be making for your business, you should absolutely be investing in creating video content. And then relationships, content from friends, family, accounts the users frequently interact with is prioritized. So if people interact with your business account often, they will more likely see it than not. So we want to feed the algorithm. We want to create engaging content that prompts interaction. We want to use a mix of content to keep your audience engaged, and we want to post consistently to stay relevant. Now, posting consistently is the key to engagement, and we do suggest a minimum of 3 times a week. We're going to get into that in a second, but let me explain something very important here. It is better to post less and more consistently than post more and inconsistently. The algorithm likes when you're consistent. If you post 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's better than if you post 100 times on one day and not the rest of the month. Posting frequency and best practices. We recommend posting, like I said, at least 3 times a week. Consistency is key and it's huge. This not only helps maintain audience engagement, but it also helps with the algorithm. So content tip, focus on creating content that is focused on your ideal client. What do they like? What do they think is fun? And what do they need to know? If you focus on creating content that appeases your best type of client, they will more than likely end up buying from you. And it's important that you actually make content they're going to like, not content that feeds you and your wants and desires. So stop trying to sell to everyone all the time. Instead, make content that your ideal client is actually going to like. Most of us go to Facebook to be entertained, not to be sold. Use analytics to help determine best times to post. If you're already creating content, you can look at your analytics and it will tell you when people are going to be online, the day, and even time. You can actually create content around these times and understand their habits. If people, your analytics say most people are looking at Facebook at dinner time, well then make content that's going to go really well with dinner time conversation. If it's super early in the morning, they're super early risers, well then make content that's going to really help morning engagement. You want to plan and post in advance to maintain consistency. This is one of the keys I help businesses do often. We tell people if you plan out content, you make content in bulk and then use a planner like the Meta Business Suite, you're more than likely to succeed because content's going out consistently. You can batch out and bulk upload all this content so you don't have to think about it other than once a month. Vary your content to include a mix of posts. Do information, be entertaining, be promotional, have fun. Create content that you think your client's going to like. Of course, we always say this often. Social media was meant to be social. So there is a social aspect. We do encourage people to engage. Engaging with your audience by responding to comments and messages. This is so simple and overlooked all the time. Even if all you do is give a thumbs up or like it or just say, hey, thanks for commenting, is really goes a long way as far as interacting with the people who engage with your content. It's going to get more content, and that's huge when it comes to the algorithm. Encourage conversation by asking questions and prompting discussions. You can ask for follow-up questions. The more comments you get on a post, that's interactions, and every time someone interacts with a post, that is a positive point for you for the algorithm. The more engagement you get, the better that post is going to be seen. Share and build. Share user-generated content to build your community. This is a huge way to basically get free content for your own business without having to do anything. This is content where people might share a video about how awesome you are or how great of an experience they had or maybe the product they just bought, but you can actually share that content to your page and tag them, go, thank you so much for the shout out. Thank you so much for buying this product. We really hope you like it. You can highlight the importance of genuine interaction. And because it's not coming directly from you, it's going to be a higher trust level. You can use stories and live sessions to create a more personal connection. This is huge and will save you a lot of time when it comes to creating content. Now, you do have to encourage your audience to usually generate that content, but you are going to have super fans who are going to make videos on your behalf, and then you want to give them a nod, tag them in that post, and then share that to your page. And of course, have fun. And I cannot stress this enough. You absolutely should have fun on social media. Social media was meant to be social. Have fun with your content. Share memes. Have fun stories you're doing. Have jokes. People come to be entertained, not by your stuff. And we say this all the time. Don't be that crazy person who stands on the corner of the street with a cardboard sign saying buy my stuff and screaming at everyone that passes, do you want to buy my stuff? Don't be that person. Instead, understand what people are coming to social media for. They're coming to kind of check out, to have fun, to look at fun memes, to interact with people, and not to buy your stuff. You can still make sales, but you have to do it in such a way that entertains, educates, and gives value. No one wants just to be hawked wares by you. Just the reality of the situation. Tips for engaging your audience. Of course, quality is going to be super helpful. Using visuals and examples to illustrate key points is really good, but you want to use high quality graphics. You want to avoid graphics that are super grainy, avoid super small pictures you have to blow up that doesn't look good. You want to use high quality graphics whenever possible. You want to shoot 4K video. You want to have stuff that looks sharp and is nice. Next, you can use questions and polls. Encourage interaction by asking questions and poll throughout the session. You can do that in a video. If you are part of groups, which you're going to get at toward the end, you can actually put a poll in a group, and that's a great way to get a huge amount of interaction. And as we know, interactions help with the algorithm. Telling stories is also key. Share personal anecdotes or case studies to make content relatable. People love a good story. Remember, people care about people. So if you tell people-centered stories, it's more likely to resonate with people than any other type of content. And of course, tone matters. Keep that tone conversation unapproachable. If you're coming off as kind of a jerk or mean, it's going to be picked up and people are not going to respond well to it. Instead, have fun, be open, and understand that this is a community and you need to act like it's a community. Next, a lot of you have asked, and we wanted to tell you how to get free reach. One of the ways you can get reach, and Facebook hits you up every time you make a post, is to boost and pay Facebook to get more reach. But I'm here to tell you there's a free way to actually get that same interaction, and it's called leveraging groups. Groups are an amazing thing that you as a business owner can leverage. Now, there's two ways of leveraging a group. You can create your own group, or you can share to already existing groups. Now, if you create your own group, the benefit of having your own group is you have control over all the content. You have the control of who wants to post, who doesn't post, what's allowed in the group, what's not allowed in the group, and you have direct access to your audience at all times. And you can do that at everyone thing to tag anyone who's in your group, and they'll give a free notification, basically a free little ad for you when you ever use that at everyone. This is why when you're part of some groups, you get a lot of notifications from people who use that at everyone, because they're tagging everyone saying, hey, X, Y, and Z, whatever they're trying to do. Tips for managing and growing your groups are going to be regular posting, engaging with members, and promoting your group. Now, there's a trick to actually leveraging groups. What you really want to understand is that a group is a subsection of Facebook, usually about either a subject or an ideology or really niche thing, whatever it is. I've created a bunch of groups specifically to help local business owners, and where local business owners can promote their products on social media, where we can help each other and network. That means everyone in that group is a potential client for me. I'm supporting them by giving them a place where they feel valued and they're listened to, as well as moderate in case any issues come up, and help promote their businesses absolutely for free in this group. They also get access to me, and I give them some free tips for social media, and I encourage them, and I like their posts, and I sometimes even share it to my own personal page and other groups I manage. This is giving them extreme value, which means more and more people are going to sign up. And eventually what's going to happen is whenever I have certain things like this, which is a free event people can attend, or if I have a free ebook, or I have something that's going to connect to a funnel, I can drop that into the group, and they're going to gravitate. More likely than not, they're going to snag it or sign up for something because I've been providing value and they want to get even more. So that's how you can create a group and basically create your own fishing pond for leads. Next is you can share to groups. There are a lot of huge groups out there, some with 10,000 plus people. Now, what you want to do is find a relevant group related to your niche. You got to really understand who your client is and what they're going to gravitate toward. A great example of this, if you're a veterinarian, and you could find pet groups. There are a ton of pet groups about health, pet groups about places to take your dog walking, pet groups about the best pet food and toys your cat could have. There's a ton of different pet groups. There are pet groups local. There are pet groups nationwide. It could be a dog group. It could be a cat group. It could be a gerbil group. There's a ton of groups all about pets. So you can find the niche that's specific to you and what you want to talk about. And then once you're in that group as a business page, if they let you, because not all groups will let business pages in, you can share valuable content that provides solutions and adds value to that group. And over time, people will like and comment, and eventually someone will reach out to you via DM, and this is where you convert them. Once you have them having a conversation with you, you can say, hey, do you mind if I DM you, or could you DM me? Once you get them into that direct messaging, you can then convert them into a lead and then potentially into a sale. Now, this huge bit of information you need to understand when it comes to groups. You absolutely need to follow group rules and avoid overtly promotional posts. No group is really set up for you to overtly just post all the time about selling your product. Once again, social media was meant to be social, and most people aren't going to that groups to buy stuff. Most people are going in that groups to get support. So you need to understand how to leverage groups. Don't go there and just say buy my stuff. Instead, go in there and act like a normal person would. Offer help, offer support, offer lending care, give ideas, help people as much as you can, give more than you take. Sometimes they'll say, hey, you can share your business post once a week or twice a week, whatever that is. You want to follow the rules. I've been in groups where they said, hey, you can only post about your business in a feed where we say today's the day, and then you hit a response. And in that comment, you can talk about your business. That's the only place you can do it. It can be that locked down, but you have to follow those rules. If you don't, you will get kicked out of the groups. It can get so bad if you get kicked out of enough groups, Facebook will actually ding your account and not let you into other things or potentially suspend your activity altogether. So it's very important when you do interact with groups, you follow all the rules. Just a little hint on that. Now, groups, as I said, is a huge way of getting free reach. You don't want just one group, you want a bunch of groups, because every time you're part of a group, that view when you share something, a post that you've created or a bit of knowledge you created or a video you created could be anywhere from 10 to 100 to 1,000 extra views when it comes to creating your content. And if you find the right group, especially if you're a local business, this could really bump up your local reach extremely. I have accounts that we reach anywhere from 10 to 20,000 more people absolutely free every week because we share into groups. And we do this strategically. So make sure that you're leveraging groups to get free reach. So I want to talk now a little bit about our Get Noticed program. A lot of businesses, and you're probably struggling with this, struggle to effectively manage their social media presence and convert engagement to revenue. As you're aware, the average Facebook post is only going to get about 5% of the page total likes. That means if you have 1,000 people following your page, you're only getting about 50 people liking your stuff or seeing your stuff. That's why so many of us hit what we call a view ceiling or we hit an engagement ceiling. We just can't get past that 5. The way to do that, share to groups and do some of the other things I have in my coaching program. On average, it takes about 6 hours for business owners to create content. That's a lot of hours. And on Instagram, when we talk about engagement rate, it's as little or it's as much as 1% per post. That's awful. It's less than 2% actually get reach. So we're going to teach you tips and tricks on how to change all that in our coaching program. In our coaching program, you get monthly live coaching sessions where we talk and do training, kind of like this. You get access to exclusive resources and tools, personalized coaching calls depending on what level you're at. We even teach about AI, productivity tool training, and a private community with our own app. So you don't have to always be on social media. You can be in our app with a private community where there is no such thing as a bad question. We have 3 basic types of membership. We have basic, pro, and elite. Both the pro and elite are considered VIPs. Our basic membership starts as little as $99. For those who are interested, you will get most of everything we teach as little as $99. You get access to the community via the app, 1 live coaching call session per month. That's where we do our live training like this. You get 7-day access to the coaching video if you miss a live coaching call, and you get monthly marketing tips and tricks. We already have some 40 videos up, over 3 hours of marketing tips already up, teaching people a bunch of things, including things like how to use Canva, how to do stuff on Facebook, how to get more Instagram reach, and more stuff coming. Our pro membership and our elite are both VIPs. Our pro starts at $250 a month or $249. All basic features are included, but you also get a 15-minute personalized one-to-one coaching call. This is where we're going to help you with any specific issue you are struggling with this month. You're also going to access to the vault of recordings. This is all the live coaching calls stored. You don't have to worry about a 7-day pass. It will always be there forever, so you can watch it at your leisure. You're also going to get a second live coaching call every month. And this is going to be tailored specifically to our pro and elite members. This is where we're going to talk about how to use AI, how to do very specific things like run ads, how to build the right ads, even specific tips you might have questions for, like how do I do this in Premiere? Or how do I build this on an Etsy store? Or how do I do X, Y, and Z? Whatever the questions are, we're going to make video content and live coaching sessions tailored to your needs. Lastly, with the elite membership, it's $4.99 a month. All the pro features, instead of a 15-minute call, you're going to get a 30-minute call. You're also going to get what we call our white glove service. Our white glove service is where you get downloadables, workbooks, and ebooks. There's content that we do post in our community in chat. But instead of just that, we're actually going to email that to you so you can print it out, have it for your team, easy access. It's going to be indexed in your email, so it's going to be a little bit easier to find. And then you're going to actually also get full access to full courses to keep for life. So as long as you're a member and we roll out a free training, you get that for free. And then should you ever leave, any training that you got while you were a member, you get to keep for the rest of your life, and you'll always have access to. Our classes are going to include AI full training, ad training. We already have a training that you get when you sign up called How to Write Better Social Media Posts. And it's all about ideal client profile training and how to use an ideal client profile to create very specific laser focused content, so your content resonates and converts. We have a testimonial. We give 2 simple action points to Dylan. Dylan is a real estate agent to help with video engagement. He went from 50 views to over 1,000 views with 2 tips. That's a 1,900% increase in less than a month. We're talking in 2 weeks he saw a huge increase, and he's already getting even more than that. And as we do more with him, we expect that number to dramatically increase.
You would not believe how I went from 50 views per video to 1,000 views per video in less than a month. Hey everyone, my name is Dylan Baker with Rapisarda Real Estate in Baker Estates. And I gotta tell you, we've been putting out consistent real estate related video content since 2021, and it's been okay. The idea of putting out consistent, well-performing video content is very difficult. We've been trying our best, and we've had 100 views, 50 views, but nothing amazing until I met A Squared. A Squared made some simple changes to how we format our videos and the things that we say, and it took our views from about 50 views per video to close to 1,000 views per video just on simple little changes to make. And so I'm super thankful for A Squared for making simple changes for us and maximizing our results.
Well, there you go. That pretty much explained how that worked. Dylan saw a 1,900% increase in reach with 2 tips that we gave him, and we expect to see him go even beyond that with some other things we're talking to him about. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And last but not least, we have our free gift. Now, if you're looking for our free gift, we're giving away our social media scheduler. It's worth $25, absolutely free. It's a 35-page ebook that you can print out and use to help schedule your social media. All you got to do is click the button below to get access to that, and we're going to email that to you directly and let you know about that book. Of course, if you're interested in our Get Notice as well, go ahead and click the button that says Get Started Today. I hope this video was helpful to you and you learned something. We're so glad you tuned in, and we'll see you in the next video. Well, I hope this video was helpful to you today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope you have a great day.